This piece of video is amazing from Samantha Power on stage admitting that this money laundering scheme actually works. And sending $15 billion to Ukraine wouldn't have happened because they're a corrupt country if it weren't for the DIA app. Watch this.
One of the things that Congress has given U.S. aid since this full-scale invasion began is an unprecedented amount of money in direct budget support, which sounds kind of obvious. Of course, we would do that. We want to stand with Ukraine, but it's totally unprecedented, this kind of scale of investment. And we're talking along the lines of about $15 billion in a sense, cash to the Ukrainian government, which was famously corrupt, you know, in past years and still has work, as you noted, to do on corruption today. I don't know if we could have gotten that money out of Congress if not for DIA. Because what DIA allows us to do is that direct budget support goes, yes, to the Ukrainian government, but then it goes to pay teachers, to pay healthcare workers, to pay first responders. And there's a digital trail. It's not, you know, some official deciding this or that. It actually is going directly into the bank accounts in a manner that just, it would have been untraceable in a prior regime.
Yeah. So they're corrupt.
And whoever was like nodding along, like, oh, they were corrupt. They still are. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So get this, right? What she just admitted there, they are the most corrupt country in Europe. They're still corrupt. And yet, and under normal circumstances, Congress would not have allowed this money to go to these people in government, cash to the government. Like it would not have been approved, she says, if it weren't for this app, this money laundering scheme that we've cooked up. That's how we've been able to get money. And think about the argument is, of course, in the United States that $20 billion would literally lift the United States out of poverty. 20 billion. Think about that for a second. We've already spent upwards of 150 billion in Ukraine, and she's admitting that 15 billion was sent directly to teachers, public workers, etc., right inside of Ukraine.